Would you agree that we consciously or subconsciously label other people around us in society?
Yes, I would agree with that.
Good. Would you agree that in society around us, we consciously or subconsciously label other people?
Yes, I do agree.
Labels serve an important purpose in society. They help us form groups that we can use to feel like there's somewhere we belong, like there's somewhere that we fit in.
Whether it be by the way the person dresses or just by the way that they style their hair, we give people labels, and sometimes the labels fit, sometimes they don't.
We hang out with the people in our groups. We avoid the people in groups that we don't like, and we label them as like racists, losers, nerds, idiots, whoever walked in this room.
And what do we use those labels for in our own lives? Like, how do they benefit us that we label those people?
Well, I don't feel labeling benefits anybody. However, many people do use labels as a way to categorize people into certain groups. The problem is that those labels don't always fit appropriately, and I feel that labels should be done away with altogether.
I would agree that, yeah, we do label people, and we don't do it consciously all the time, even though sometimes you consciously do it. You know, if you go down maybe uptown New Orleans or in the east or somewhere, you're gonna react differently than you would, you know, if you're walking down St. Charles, or if you're walking on a crowded road, you're gonna act differently around most certain people. So you do label.
What method do you think would be the best to eliminate labels from society, since it's such like a core part?
It is. It's very difficult from something that's been done for the last 200 years, especially labeling people according to ethnicity. That is probably the worst way that people are labeled. They're put into certain groups because of the color of their skin, or the country they were born in, or the language that they speak, instead of just human beings being human beings and not being put into any particular labeled category because of, like I said, the country they were born or the color of their skin.
Do you have examples of labels that we give people?
Yeah, like I said, the way a person dresses, or the way they style their hair, or where they might be at a certain place in the city, or you know, even age-wise, you label people just because I'm older, I'm young, you might think that I can do certain things or I can't do certain things. So you know, those labels are subconscious in our the way that we've been brought up. And it's just a society issue.
The labels in society that we give those people probably began like back in the BC years, like way back in the day. But it was like initially done during like the slavery era, not specifically for African Americans, but like I think they used slaves to make like the pyramids in Egypt and stuff, and that was like years before African Americans were brought to North America. So it originated like a long time ago, but it was important because it was that barrier of separation.
Labels of society. Labels of society is a very huge issue. These issues have very great risks for labels, and these risks may be depression, and want to commit suicide, anything. But these labels aren't really all the time bad. Say someone who is a very good athlete, they're called very athletic, the cream of the crop athlete. This label could lead you to have a higher self-esteem, you have better confidence in yourself. You know?
Those labels are sometimes a problem because whenever you try to classify people a certain type of way, you might not have enough classifications or labels to meet the needs of everybody, because your mom's always telling you that you're special or you're unique. So if everyone's unique and they're different from each other, how are you gonna call everyone, like, you're gonna label everyone black or white or dumb?
The groups that we're in affect our actions, because if we're in a group where a lot of people support something we normally wouldn't do, we'd probably just go along with it and do it anyway. Because maybe peer pressure, mob mentality. And they affect our thoughts too, and our outlook on life, and basically just the way we see the world in general.
Are those labels that we give people sometimes wrongfully done so?
Yes. Like I say, if you catch me outside of school, I have tattoos everywhere. That you might look at me, you might think I'm a thug, but I'm highly educated. So it's people. Your perception is everything sometimes, but perception is wrong a lot of times. So you just have to get to know people. That's why I say communication really does rule a nation. If you talk to people, you'll figure out, their intentions and who they really are.
Labels like these certain labels can tear people down, such as calling people weird because they are different from everybody else. So these labels can, if you call somebody weird because they're different from you or they don't do the same things you do, these labels, it hurt their feelings. It can hurt their feelings or anything, which can lead to depression.
They had a study with college students, and they showed all of them a picture of a racially ambiguous person. They didn't know if he was black or white. And about 50% of that group of people classified him as white. The other half classified him as black. They took the picture away, and they asked them to sketch what they thought they looked like. And the half that thought they looked white drew him with generally white features, like he had a thinner nose, smaller ears, straight hair, and the people that thought they looked black drew him with curly hair, bigger nose, bigger lips, thicker eyebrows, and neither picture ended up looking like him because they labeled him improperly. And personally, what do we gain by labeling those other people around us?
Well, I don't think you really necessarily gain anything. It's just that's your defense mechanism. It's like, okay, I think he's this, I think he's that, so I'm on this defense. I'm protecting myself against, in case he is what I think he is. Now I know how to react to that. So I think it's just a defense mechanism.
So if you use that ethnicity was an example of what we label people on, do you think that it started with that or before the time of like slavery?
I would say that's where labeling originally would have begun. But I think that even prior to that, people were labeled by socioeconomic statuses, how wealthy or poor that they were. So it's labeling's not just on ethnicity, but it's also has a lot to do with socioeconomic status as well.
So Russians have different classifications for different kinds of blue, even though they're so similar. Whereas since they're so similar, an American might just call it blue because that's what it is, like a blanket statement. So if you try to give a blanket statement to people that don't properly fall under that label that you're giving them, they just get lumped in as all of the above, but that doesn't describe them. It's kind of unfair.
People may be labeled they might be labeled through social media, so like people might post a picture saying something, and then like everybody reads it, and they think of all the people who, like in this picture, they think of everybody who does these things in the picture, and they might label them as the person, like the things in the picture. Or in movies.
Do you have some examples of what those labels would be that we give those people?
Well, we label people according to ethnicity. We label people according to academic status. We label people according to economic status.
And do you think that those labels, like, are they necessary for us to function in society, or can we do without them?
I believe that hierarchy is a part of society. I think it's something that needs to be in society. Everybody can't be on the same level. The world wouldn't work. I'm just being honest. You have to have a higher class and a middle class and a lower class. That's just the way society is. If everybody's on the same level, then you're gonna run into a problem where everything's gonna be the same, and you're gonna expect everybody to do the same thing, but everybody's not made the same. Everybody doesn't have the same skills or the same knowledge, so everybody can't do the same things. So that hierarchy I think it's necessary.
Not only through social media, but if you're talking to someone face to face, they are constantly judging you. So like they do it subconsciously. It's not something they might plan on doing. They don't come there planning to label you, but it's just something that happens. And these labels, sometimes they're not good. Oh, and that's everybody runs the risk of being labeled at some point in their life. And I feel if we do away with the labels, it can help society grow better.
And that's it.